Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the CPU booking, the matches, promos, and everything else. So, overall, we started with the introduction of the roster, who's on the roster, and everything, and went through basically quarter one of 2021 within this game. So, um, we will continue with quarter two. I did mention that it was going to be a full year worth, but then it just got to be a little long. So if this does get a little quicker, we could do Q2 and Q3, and then Q4 kind of at the end with like a year recap and everything else, and see what needs to be improved, what needs to be lessened, and everything else due to budget wise and everything. So our goals within this, like our other series with the score wise, 70 is $250,000, 500 for 80, 90 is a mil, and then 1.25 for the 100. And for every sellout, I'm adding this as within the story wise. Every sellout is $100,000. So the highest we've gotten is 57 people in the building. We haven't gotten to that 100 yet, but when it comes to that, we'll have like maybe as soon as we get to that threshold, we do the rest of the year to get the sellouts, and then next year kind of analyze, do we go to the next one or do we stay at that 100. But we'll see it from there when we get to that point. So let's simulate the 15 days / emails if there is any. So far there is none, but can't jinx it to, or there won't be any. So, I'm going to reject that. Skyla has 99 star power. I'm not going to change her push. I mean, you've gone to a 16.1. And she's a trio tag team with Rory and Alice. So, and I guess apparently Rory and Alice have bad chemistry as a team. So, but, it is what it is. So, title win. You have a title around your waist. What are you talking about? You got the tag team titles around your waist. So, gonna auto book. We're going to add Austin James to all these. There. So he is now added. Just kind of double verify because the end of last episode, the final event, I didn't add Austin James and it kind of bit us in the butt. So, and this is a fatal 4-way, so that makes sense for that. It's a tag team and women's. So we're going to start the show. And it starts with Hassan Coffey versus Andre Freeman. And Andre Freeman did get the heavyweight championship title. So, was much worse than usual. Okay. So Hassan was rough, but he ended up getting the win. But anyway, to start off the show, we got a 71% crowd reaction, 1.5 star, and 65% of a score. He gained 0.7 from it. Then we got a 64 for Celia and Skyla, gaining 0.1 each. Okay, they were not digging the 19 minutes of performing a promo with Celia Jackson. So, we have Bryce and Giovanni winning against Basile and Dylan. Crown turn against such a terrible long match. Alright. And I think majority of it is, part of it is the backstage. And 16% crowd, half star, and 33 final. It felt like it was never ending. Alright. We got 11 for crowd reaction, and Stephanie is the new champ. Negative half star, and 26 final score. And Bryce and Ignacio retain. Max and Dylan are terrible chemistry as a team. So 21% half star, 36% final score. Then we got a fatal 4-way where Andre keeps the title against Dylan, Basile, and Lewis. And the crowd were in love with the segment. So it had a 49% 2-star match and 57% final. And we got her 40. All right. So we gained 0.2 again. We'll see. Offered a contract by GGW. We had 59, so 2 more than last event. We're going to reject that. So we're gonna simulate and see what happens. Sure. Oh, well, that's not going to happen because you have it 2 days before the actual event, so, That won't happen. So doesn't she have a title? She has the heavyweight. Okay. That's probably who left, was Madison Webb, when I was trying to figure out the last episode when people are offering people contracts and stuff. She was probably the one that left. Unless if Stephanie is Glitter and Glory, so it's one of her opponents in that promotion. So that would make sense. And she's jumped from 50 to 53.2. So she's slowly getting a rise as a star. Okay. I'm not going to promise everybody everything. Work with that. Reject it. So I can't promise everybody everything. So we're just letting this in. So 4 days. Okay. I'm going to try Byron this time around and see, since he at an angle. We'll add that. There. Yeah, because he's the only one that's not being used. So, okay, that's there we go. We're gonna start the show, and Rory Hamilton, Alice Hill win. So too long of a match for a half hour. Okay. Seems like Rory got a big pop out of that. 26 crowd reaction, negative 1 star, and 31% for a final score. Okay, yeah, I don't think Anthony Wilson has any pop right now, but wanted to get him involved. Got him 0.1 for that, and then a 51% final score for that. We got new tag with Jada and Hannah. And again, it was a long match for them for not being able to watch. Hannah gained 0.1 from it, and so 22 crowd reaction, half half a star, and 36 final score. Hassan over Dylan. Crowd was bored by the time it went by. Negative 5 stars. 27 crowd reaction, 15% final score. And then another tag team with Basile and Dylan winning. 25 and 40 with the 1 star. Its response with a little bit more momentum. Okay. 87, which is pretty good. We got new tag team champions. So I think that 20-minute mark is kind of a good spot because I don't see anything for audience. So 20%, 1.5 star, and 40% final score. We got Stephanie. They were in love with it. So 15 to 20 minutes should be a max for, but they kind of felt like that was a dud too, so I'd say 15 minutes. Celia is the new champion. They were in love with it, and they gained nothing from it. 35%, 1.5 star, 47% final score. 100% for Skyla Mitchell, as she is not in a match, so I put her in a video. And then Andre and Dylan, 23 did heavy lifting. Didn't say anything, I guess, with the pop of Andre. Dylan is the new heavyweight champion now. 71% crowd reaction, 2.5 stars, and 72 final score. I think the only downfall is, and it's another 40. So we're having it to the max capacity of what we can do due to our production. 58, so one more, and succeeded with that. So let's look at my roster. But backstage morale is right now it's a 0. So I wonder if part of it is because of me not accepting. Yeah, some of it is me rejecting some of their stuff. So that could be part of it. Some of it may not be. But we'll see. But it seemed like Byron did a pretty good job too. So we still have 2 good match developers, whether it be Austin James or Byron. So we are 1.2 within North America. So Basile will accept it. So we'll see if we get any more emails. More than likely we will. I'm just trying to move on to the next big thing overall. So we got email, push request. Okay. I mean, it's true, you've won the tag team titles and then you've kind of lost it, so my roster, what is he right now? Or he still has the titles. Oh, he has a trio, but he was a tag team. Right now he's a mid-card. Make that change. And our roster or mid-card, he's a tag team champ. So we'll push him to mid-card. Tag team. Kind of do mid-card, kind of push him up. Mid-card, main event. Kind of do that. Upper mid-card now. Alice is a trio champion. We'll just keep it there. Event, that's as high as it can go. Dylan is main event. Submit that. Good. Set. Can I talk? So you can do. Oh. So you can literally ask them, hey, is it time to hang up? Is it time to do this? Time to do. The female 51 entertainment stuff. Okay. Some of the workers. And birthdays. Can do today. Live filters. Then you get a whole bunch of males. And see if we can add some, like with star power, wrestling skill, 2 years, 24. So this Christian Gaines guy, begin. So he has 50. Put him as main event as a face. Kinda put intimidation. Yes. We'll make it 2 years. Main event. And they will accept. Okay. One year, 34. Okay. Romero. More of an entertainer. And you can see it's a written contract and you can't negotiate with them. Wears a mask. Fitness fanatic. So we'll do years. Make offer. There we go. Just wanted to sign 2 more wrestlers and see how that plans out for this next coming up event. So we're gonna drop this down to 15. Drop that down to 15. Oh, so we're gonna add some stuff to it. So Iker's in it. And add angle. And add another video. We'll make sure trio. Okay. Trio. So heal. Okay. There. There, or there. We will see how that goes, because with them just planning these matches to be so long, it's not good whatsoever. Okay. And I wonder if I need to change for 3 hours. I wonder if I should change it to 2. I'll do it after this. After this event, and then it will be 2 hours from now on instead of 3. So then these matches and stuff will kind of make sense. So we will start the show. So we got a 65%. A little bit longer, so crowd care for. Okay. Now we had this backstage. Austin James did wonderful. A lot of breath. He has the stamina of. Okay. So Seal and Christian and Iker, so it was a 2-on-3, 25, 2-star, and 44%. Anthony Wilson got a video again. Got 45. And then 15 minutes was good enough for this Iker and Ignacio to get the tag teams now. Given such a huge show, the workers really pushed themselves. And Austin James did quite a bit. 22, 1.5, 41%. And then on the new tag team, Stephanie and Leslie. Jaded boost the gimmick. Crowd loved the segment for the 20 minutes, so that was good. 43%, 1-star, and 48%. Sign Coffee did a 5 minutes angle of just talking. So I just thought to try to give him a boost. And crowd were in love with it for the 20 minutes, so it wasn't too long. And Austin James really helped them both. But she retained it. They were both out of breath, and then this was a good one that I set up last minute, so it would kind of help if Tegan had a slightly better crowd response with the momentum, but she gained 0.1 from it and 79% of cutting a promo. And the end of the show with Andre regaining back his title that he lost. Full crowd loved it. 69%, 2.5 star, and 70 match score. And gained 0.1 from it. He got more muted than you expect. His momentum isn't great at the moment for someone at his level of popularity. Okay. So that happened again. And 40% would have been 58, game 0.2. There, game 0.2, so now we're at 1.4. We have 57, so 855. Sure, we'll accept that. But other than that, that is Q2 of everything, adding a couple of wrestlers. But what we're going to do with this event is going to change it to 2 hours. We're going to update it to 2 hours. That'll probably help out with the matches and everything to create a better product and stuff like that. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and have a good one.